All right, so Cyborg is going to do 16 to Lex.
Time to crank things up.
Kablamo, get him. Get wrecked, nerd. That's right, I said Lex is a nerd. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's time for more DC Dual Force. I actually, after the stream last night, so we're playing Phobies like we usually do, but after the stream, I then loaded up DC Dual Force and was playing a little bit offline because I was excited to try out some ideas. It's that fresh new game smell. I've been enjoying the game. Now, admittedly, there hasn't been a whole lot of game yet. I've maybe played it 3 or 4 hours. But it feels pretty nice for the most part as a game. There are still bugs and quirks and annoying things about the UI that I'm sure will get ironed out. Some of them may be design decisions that I just don't like, or maybe they can't correct. So, for example, it feels as though there are too many button clicks between menus, which sounds like an asinine thing to complain about. But when you play other games where it's just, oh, from the deck builder screen, I can just hit play deck right now, and it goes right to there. Or from the play screen, I can get to this other menu, and vice versa, as opposed to going back to the main menu, then going into this one, then jumping through another hoop. It just feels like that could be streamlined a little bit. And that's kind of an example of a number of the complaints, and I hesitate to even call it that because they're not that big of a deal for the most part. Now, one of the things that I realized offline is I'm not sure if there's actually any reasonable way to acquire packs in this beta. There is, as you can see, I do have 5 packs. I'm not clear on how I got those 5 because I opened them all on stream yesterday. Now, there is, and you can see this in the store, which is a little weird. At least I thought it was in the store. I had it. Wherever is it here? Here it is. So you can get it from anywhere, I guess. This is the daily login reward. Now, it says booster pack, so I assumed singular. I don't know if you get packs for playing. Like I, for example, don't know what my coin count was, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna chew through it right now. I also think this could use some work. So like packs, I understand why they're split like this, but they could just show the packs. This noise amuses me. I don't know, again, it just feels like there's just too many damn clicks. Or just do it like this, like let this be the main screen and then have these at the top. Maybe make them a little bigger so it's obvious, because it feels like there's a lot of dead space here that's getting filled. Like, you could probably shrink these columns, like just close it up a little bit so there isn't this dead space above and below, and then expand this at the top so that it's bigger. I don't know. Again, it's a minor thing that, who cares? So we have 4,100 coins, meaning we can only get 2 packs. I don't know what the accrual rate for coins or anything is. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I must have clicked this too quickly. So we have 7 packs. Let's open these and then we'll jump on ladder. The unranked ladder, as it is. Ooh, we get another, nice, we get another hero. So I did, as mentioned, play a little bit last night. And I learned a lot in only very few games. So we'll see if I can apply some of that knowledge. What just happened? What just happened? Did I get a dupe or something? Did I have Cyborg before? I definitely got a new leader because this was even. It must have been Cyborg. I don't think I had Cyborg before. This seems kind of bonkers. I'm curious whether mono builds or multicolor builds will be more prominent. I'm sure there will be a mix. But for example, I had tried green-orange So Harley plus whoever I was using for the green, I'm not sure. Sinestro seems pretty cool. I had tried that out and it went horrendous. However, mono orange Joker Harley seemed to be doing well, which I guess is fitting to a degree, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just my card pool, me getting used to the game. Mr. Terrific. Geo4. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of effects with this sort of thing. One of the observations that I had made was that high velocity aggro was doing terrible. Now, again, I played like 2-3 games of that Harley, whatever green leader I used mix, and then said to hell with it before I switched. And the all orange version isn't too different. Ooh, we got another one. All right, I'm going to do this slower so we don't miss it. And the reason I bring it up is the initial iteration, I had thought, oh, I can use the Green Lantern cards that, you know, the Dark Ritual one. It's not a Dark Ritual, but it costs a bronze. I keep wanting to say copper. But it costs a bronze, and then it gives you 2 bronze. So you can ramp, like on turn 1, you go that thing into 2 bronze plays. And then with Harley, the idea is, well, I vomit my hand and then redraw with Harley. What I ended up losing to was just arbitrary dummies. Amazo wasn't the particular one, but things like this, where they're just vanilla guys with big enough butts that they required a 3-for-1 kind of thing, running my guys in on top of the leader powers chewing through my board, and eventually I was out of cards on like turn 2, but then I couldn't activate Adrenaline because I had a silver or a gold in my hand, and I was just stuck. So I learned both A, well, I jettisoned the idea, and B, I hard mulligan for all the discard cards that are in the deck, the ones that actively let you discard, so that way maybe, like, that clearly is important. We'll see how much it matters. All right, so we got more packs. Let's take a look at the leader pack first. That must have been what I did before. So that wasn't an error with the UI, although that probably, it should let you just click through to get to the pack, which is what I was trying to do. What did we get? We had all of these. I think it was Hal Jordan. Who actually, this might work better with the Harley idea because Hal generates the bronze. The problem is at the point in the game where you have the bronze, it's probably on your turn with silver. And if that's true, then that might not be quick enough. So, oh, it was Flash that I was using. Now, Joker is also a slower ability, but also represents potential board clear or direct damage, either of which is valuable. We'll mess around with it. I like the idea of a swarm-based Green Lantern build. However, it might not intentionally be swarm-based. It might be more geared towards all of the Green Lanterns that say, when you play this, spend a bronze to do a thing. So you can play a guy, or play a card, activate Hal, play the other lantern, get the resource you need to buff the lantern, and move on. So, like, your guys are always slightly above curve. I don't know, we'll see. Still didn't get a key. So there's no indication right now as to when it's going to go into full open beta. I don't know exactly what they're testing for at this stage because there were some weird issues with the first 2 betas. I would not be surprised to learn if their original plan was run those other 2 betas, and then this one is the open beta. Since this is now 24/7, I would imagine it shouldn't be too long before full open beta. Like I said, there are still UI bugs. Ooh, Dark Side and another leader. I'm not going to click through this time. I got to be a little more careful. May pay a silver to KO an enemy recruit, then destroy their space? That seems good. Hey, Zenith, what's good? Yeah, I don't know. I meant to check in their Discord to see if there was any opportunity for streamers to get codes to hand out. But as of right now, they don't seem to have a... Well, first of all, they don't even have a channel for content yet. But I will right now. I'm going to make a note to see if I can hunt for it. See if maybe that way when I do other streams. How's it going today? So far, so good. Just getting started stream-wise. Alright, let's see what we get. I gotta not click done here. Ooh, Lucius. Alfred, alright. Batgirl. Batgirl gets +3 attack this turn to activate the deploy ability of a friendly. This is pretty cool. What's my name? RT Chomp GG. You may or may not see that. Where am I from? The US. Are you going to ask me the last 4 digits of my social and my mother's maiden name next? What is this? Activate the... Oh, this is kind of cool, yeah. I know, I'm just joking around, Zenith. We were talking about this card yesterday, where apparently Grodd is... I'm like 90% sure Grodd is just a recruit right now, and he's just a generic body. Like, nothing exciting about it, which is unfortunate. I know nothing about Gorilla Grodd other than seeing him in Injustice, and I thought that was cool. I was going to ask your mother's maiden name. Fair. They almost beat you to the punch. Lobo! Alright, this guy I at least recognize. I was going to joke about this earlier that I don't think I actually own any DC merch. Like, I might have a Batman toy or something somewhere. This is like the closest that you're going to get. Obviously a reference to that one Batman comic. So, secretly put a bounty on a random enemy. After Lobo frags that Bastich, draw 2 cards and this is awesome! That's awesome! I'll settle for your pet's name, fair. Alright, last pack, and then we'll jump on ladder. I don't think we really got anything orange that's going to change the makeup of the... Ooh, Brainiac. Okay, okay. This guy could be... Well, so we know that I think it's Cyborg has... So we probably do Cyborg purple, whatever, so that we get access to Brainiac. Brainiac looks goofy in that picture, or did you mean Lobo? I mean, Lobo, if you meant Lobo, Lobo's supposed to look goofy, I think. Like, isn't that a requirement? Brainiac? I feel as though most of the time I've seen Brainiac, and again, I know virtually nothing about Brainiac. Most of the time I've seen Brainiac outside of Injustice, he looks goofy as hell. But my understanding, because I was getting corrected, we went through the pack opening last night. I opened the 30, 40 packs that we had. And people were talking about, oh, well, somebody had mentioned, yeah, Brainiac's a really popular villain, or just character in general, because I guess he's not always a villain. And I don't know, I don't know anything about him, so it's just like, and that goes for just about everything DC. I was getting a very large education in DC characters last night, because aside from, you know, the big names in the Justice League, and then associated characters that are like, yeah, their specific thing, whatever, like Ma and Pa Kent are kind of an obvious one, you know. Aside from things along those lines, you can probably assume that I know nothing about the DC characters. So anyway, we go first, obviously. We're going to mulligan all these. I've literally not played this card yet. I don't know if it's any good. This is a bronze. That's the only reason we're keeping it. I don't know much either. We need Atona, who was hanging out here before. the other day. Atona's really excited for this game. Atona's real excited for this game. And I can understand why. I've really been enjoying it so far. One cool thing that I didn't highlight yesterday is this. And these scroll. I wish they kind of scrolled slowly or just rotated each game. Do these count as... This seems a little buggy. Why are you not... There we go. Like, I can't get it to pop the thing. So we're going to go Clayface and hope they don't kill it on one. Because then if we follow up with Partners in Crime, it's going to get +4/+2, I assume. Because this says summon, not deploy, and I don't know how that functions. Like, what's the difference? I've seen a lot of this game, but I don't know. I feel like Marvel Snap is a game I'll continue to know life. I really want to like Marvel Snap, and this is not, I don't like crapping on other games. I will openly state, like, what my issues are with whatever, but I don't want to just, oh, well, that game's bad, you should play this one instead. Like, play what you want. If you're enjoying that game, I'm not going to say don't play it. Because I know a bunch of people in real life that really love Marvel Snap. All right, we're going to find out if this works. It does work. Okay, so summon counts as deploy for the purposes of this. That's actually huge. We're going to discard Grundy because Black Manta is 5 direct damage. And then we're going to punch the face. Well, this guy's face, anyway. I don't like Ben Brode's design philosophy most of the time. It's weird because I understand, like, everything he says about game design and development, well, maybe not everything, but virtually everything I agree with. But then the conclusions he seems to draw from, and I'm saying Ben Brode, but presumably it's everybody else on the team as well, because you would surround yourself with like-minded people to design the game you want. And it's fine that the game appeals to other people, but to me, I just don't, it's not my thing. So it's hard for me to like get into it. And by that, I mean a lot of the lull random effects. And I think, for example, Snap could be a very strategic and tactical game and be interesting with the core rule set if they change the cards and things like that. I know that sounds wild, but all right, we don't have anybody with Hunter, so this guy doesn't do anything yet. So we're going to Manta. We activate Harley. Unfortunately, we drew a silver, so we can't empty our hand to Adrenaline this turn. I think we have to do... We're going to do this. Oh, this guy's got to go. All right, so Harley kills this guy. Julie... Game? That was weird. Julie trades here. Clayface eats this guy because we don't want them generating resources. This still leaves our board alive. They'll clearly be able to eliminate Clayface trivially, but that's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not fine. How big are you? So this guy is 7. I kind of want to keep this, but I don't know that we're going to get another Hunter online. This forces, like, they have to deal with Peacemaker, right? And if they face check Peacemaker, that's going to end poorly for them. Black Adam's live, though. But yeah, I've been enjoying this game. It definitely feels like there's depth to it. Or at least potentially. I haven't messed around with the card pool enough to, like, truly know. That's a big body. Oh, this guy doesn't kill himself? This means... Okay, it does. When I first read this, I'm like, oh, well, this guy, if you don't have a body, will eat himself, and he does. All right, take 7. Sure. I mean, I would love to have gotten 14, but I'll take 7. So the question is, do we activate Joker this turn? I don't know if you have to discard a card for this, so we're going to try and not do it. Game. So this will off Hal. Okay, so the... Oh no, it does a random enemy, it does random. Okay, so I don't have to discard the card. That's really important. And yeah, we just run them over at that point. We have too much pressure. So the big change in this compared to what I was running initially is the Arkham Inmate package, which I don't have a complete set of. I also think that this deck screen could use work. See, this is one of the areas you can do new deck from this, but I don't think that I can... There's no way to go, as far as I can tell. Game? That was weird. I don't think there's a way to look at the deck from there. Which, that would be nice, to be, oh, I'm looking at this thing, let me go... Or I'm playing this deck, let me just go right into the edit because I just played a game and, oh, I have this idea. Instead of having to click 4 times to go back. Like, that's not the end of the world, but... I also would like a... Is this export? Alright, so I can send the deck codes. Oh, we got 100 coins out of that. It must be like 100 coins for a win, 50 for a loss. So you can see stats, but I would like a pop-out version of this so that you can see the deck much more easily. This is my complaint in other... This is also not the deck I wanted to look at. There's Deadly Divas that we were looking at. I want to look at this. I have this exact complaint in other games where they have a similar deck building interface, and I would like to be able to pop it out so it's here's the image, so I can show it on screen and talk about it, as opposed to having to click each individual card. And then that way I can export the code, I can pop the thing up on screen, whatever. It just makes it easier. But a lot of this, I presume, is a concession to the inevitable mobile interface. You can see that in the gameplay screen where there's these columns. Speaking of Snap, like Snap has all that dead space. What DC Dual Force has done is added that artwork on the side, which is fine. So anyway, a lot of this is just what are my best aggro options. Apparently I do have double Clayface. I didn't realize I did. I don't have a lot of hunters for... In fact, I might... Well, I have Kite Man. But I think that might be the only... Well, this gets Hunter with Adrenaline. This has Hunter, but they're higher cost plays. I also thought Reverse Flash was going to be really good, but I'm not sure. I also only have one. Surprise is just like... I'm trying it out. I actually have a much more consistent build than I thought I was going to. And I'm not sure exactly what else I would include yet if I had a larger collection. I like the mana system in this. It's one of the most interesting things about this game. And it seems like it's one of those things that you could do that. Why is this not going away? Well, that's a bug. For the record, I'm clicking everywhere. Right and left clicking. I do wish I could reorder the decks. I might just delete these other ones. I don't know why it gives you duplicates of, like, Deadly Divas, Swift Justice, Brave and the Bold, etc. All the starter decks. I guess maybe it's, like, for Swift Justice, one is more red slanted, one is more green slanted. I don't know. But yeah, the mana system is one of the most interesting parts of this. I'm very excited about it. It's one of those things that I guess you could do in real life, but I think is much cleaner, much easier to do as a digital card game. And I think this game, aside from, of course, they have those things where it's like, change your whole deck out to random cards, because lol random, which those effects are always going to be there because people love them. I hate them personally, but people love them. The reason that those have to, putting those aside for a moment, I think the game does have a lot of things that take advantage of the digital medium that you don't see in a lot of the mainstream games. So, whether it's counters, just makes it easier to not have to worry about counters, or other effects. There's a lot of things that it can do. All right, so this will be we're gonna Clayface, and then Kite Man, because he's free. One of the huge things about Kite Man, and he's an Arkham inmate apparently. I only know Kite Man from the Harley Quinn show, so. Problem is, Batman in combination with Steve Trevor are going to be able to kill Clayface, but there's nothing I can do about that. And that's assuming that they didn't just get a good... Like, whatever gadget they get could blow me out here. I don't think we really had a better play. Like, we could have gone Mr. Freeze instead, I guess, but I think that there's a lot of cards in this game, you know, the one, it's Reckless something or other, where it's discard a card and then the rest of your deck gets +2 attack. Clearly, you can't really do that in regular card games. The what? The Bat Cow? This is super unfortunate. Survives damage. So not combat, but damage. This opponent is already proving to be more of a challenge than our previous. The problem is Joker's going to hit this thing potentially 4 times and give them 1,000,000 cards. So you charge it 2? I don't know exactly how Exhaust works. So the specific thing that I'm worried about is, are they going to get a charge? I imagine they will. They do. So all I did was stall, because I think they are... Essentially, it's tap, and they can't untap this turn. But they still have the effect. And obviously, Wonder Woman giving health to your recruits is important for something like Bat Cow.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah, Batman, which makes sense that Batman would be a challenge for this sort of build, is problematic. Batman poses a significant issue here. I don't know if he took damage there. He should have, but I don't know if he did. So they're going to miss out on the Wonder Woman attack, but they do get to buff their team, which is less than ideal here. So we're going to Grundy, and then Man-Bat. That didn't go where we wanted. So Joker pops the shield. We need to eliminate Bruce, I think. The question is, do we want Man-Bat to come back to our hand? We can always get rid of it, so I think we trade this in. We can get rid of it because of Laugh It Up. But we're not putting a ton of pressure on here. They are pretty low, so for example, if I get one more hit with a Man-Bat thing, similar option, onto Batman, and they don't bandage or something, I can kill it out of hand with Bazooka. That seems supremely problematic. This is the issue with this build that I was running into with the old iteration, where these things are just chunky enough. Like, now Solomon can't get through this cleanly. It also has Evade. Do we Man-Bat here? So Harley and Man-Bat. No, we Harley or Man-Bat into this. These two clear. Oh, Robin has evade. Damn it. That's not good. Alright, Harley clears this guy. We're not in good shape here. Like, this is bad. This guy needed to die this turn, but we just have no way to do it right now. Wait, what? Oh, the evade. So he just like, the combat doesn't even happen, it looks like. I had assumed that they would still deal damage back, but that's clearly not the case. So we're going to discard Laugh It Up. We'll get a card off of Harley. But we could have gotten 2 cards off Laugh It Up, but I think we'd rather have the 7/7. Oh, I didn't realize he could attack right away. Okay. Wait, is that going to happen? There we go. I would have put her in front of Harley if I realized that was how it was going to behave. I had assumed it was, this counts as just being played, but it apparently gets stealth, ferocity, or rush, or haste, or whatever it's called in this game. Speed? Is it called speed? Yeah, it's speed. I had something in play with it, and I didn't even realize it. Somebody's gonna have to tell me what Man-Bat is from. It's clearly a Batman bad guy, and I kind of remember it from, like, the 90s cartoon. In an episode or two, that is super obnoxious. Oh my god, this cow is gonna draw 70,000 cards. So evade only stops combat, right? Yeah. So we need Joker to hit the shields off. This is not good. It's mostly because we need Harley just for another body. And we need her to be able to help clear things. Speaking of Harley, I don't know what counts as Anarchy cards. You're a blocker now. Oh, that's an Anarchy? Oh, Anarchy is just the, I guess the type, the color. Pop the shield. Alright, we got both shields, but... Did they draw a card off that? It doesn't look like they did. I'm gonna clear this. Now we break the evade. We didn't have enough damage to kill Batman anyway, but this is a little annoying. Game? That was weird. Alright, so Batman's in range for just a one-shot bazooka. If we draw a second body, this is going to be complicated in order to... Oh, she has Hunter. So if we draw a second body, we don't have room to play them. Although, I think we can replace stuff, so maybe we can. We attack, replace... Yeah, I think we can replace stuff. Ugh, that's not good. Oh, the investments are bronze? I thought they were free. Solomon Grundy. Alright, so we break the shield. Grundy. Cheetah. Alright, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll kill. That means you can go... You go here, you go there, and then we punch. Okay. You trade here. I mean, this has Hunter, so it could have bypassed blockers anyway. We clear out the bat. Harley, because we have Adrenaline, has Flurry, which means she can attack twice. Now they have an empty board, and they are on the ropes. Get there. Who knew? Harley and the Joker. Who knew? Although this art from the Joker, I don't know what it's from, but I'm like 99.9% sure this was the art for a Joker in verse 1.0. After you play a tactics card, deal 1 damage to each front row enemy. Fair. This is probably dead then, because they can, and they should kill it.
May the gods grant us their...
Why didn't Harley take a damage there? Oh, this is a visual bug. Look at that. She says 6 on the board, but it says 5 when you hover over it. Rip another cheetah. So I don't want to replace that. We probably just do this. Get there? GG. Aggro. Who knew? Yeah, this feels much, much better. And maybe it's just I'm getting fortunate with who I'm playing against, but this feels much, much better than what I was playing against the other day with the first build. So, if we get 100... How much was it for a pack? 2,000? That seems like a lot to earn a single pack. Again, I'm assuming that we only get 50 coins for a loss. And at a certain point, you're only going to have a 50-50 win rate. Or you should. Wait, is this the same person? I kind of want Laugh It Up. Oh, this hand is horrendous. This hand is horrendous. Mon Pa Kent is actually going to exist on the board for a little bit. Oh my god, look at this. We should have sent Laugh It Up back. And they went first, so that means they're... Oh no, they're not going to get the activation first, but they're going to get another activation off of Mon Pa Kent at the very least. I can't even... Like, if they block, I can't get to it. Oh my god, we're going to get blown out. The snipe on Kite Man. Kite Man couldn't hit anything anyway, but... Big oof. So this, I guess, is the equivalent of Mana Screw in this game. I don't know what the ratios are yet. I could sit and do the numbers, but I just haven't done it to figure out what the numbers are for deck building. Obviously, it's going to vary. Wait, how did you get this Batman?
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Oh my lord. Yeah, we're getting crapped on. I mean, this is a game we can kind of just chalk up to oops, we're dead, since I can't play any cards for the first 2 turns, basically. Well, I mean, I played Kite Man, but let's be real. This is something I'll have to keep an eye on to see if... Alright, so this clearly has to get played. Play a Kite Man. All right, we are able to take down Ma and Pa Kent. Unfortunately, 2 hits from Joker went there. The game is very fast-paced. Like, I think we determined it was turn 5 or maybe turn 6 is when you get your gold, and then your resources stop at that point. Like, they don't improve beyond that unless a card does it. And if that's true, I don't think the game tends to go on past turn 8, at least not right now. Maybe that will change, but it certainly doesn't seem like that's unreasonable. Oh, look, Harley's dead. We're not in good shape. No bueno. So Batman's going to be active. I want to protect Harley because I think we need her as our Wombo. We'll go for Batman. I don't think it really matters, but I have to target a leader in case anybody's curious. I don't know exactly what we're going to do here. I don't think we can get out of this. Like, we have to deal so much damage, and we're already at the phase of the game with golds, and we're down a leader as an aggro deck. Doesn't seem good. We have a lot of cards that we can draw that can be completely dead. So, for example, we could hit, you know, like the deal 8 thing, which is normally fine, but it's not going to matter if we're this far behind on board. Plus, how the hell am I going to get through these health totals before I even... So that's 20, 31, 44, 70. We have to deal 70 damage just between these. Not happening. You're just going to go face. Fair. I mean, I'm at 7, so yeah. Unfortunately, Harley took some damage already, so I'm not going to be able to clear things as easily. Or maybe I can. So I can kill this, and then maybe save Harley to, like, just punch face. Oh, I don't have Flurry! Why can't the Joker attack? Game? It's not letting me click on Joker to clear this guy. Guess we found another bug. I'm trying to see if I click on other stuff, will it let me suddenly click on this guy? So what I was going to do was punch here and clear this. It might have been better to kill this guy, but this guy also gives some super powerful stuff. I guess I can't. Was there something played that made it so Joker can't attack? You can't... Oh, I can scroll farther back. I don't see it, like, I don't know why it wouldn't let me. That feels like a bug, but given this a new game, I don't know if maybe I missed something getting played. I don't know. Is that game? Oh, they charge Wonder Woman. No, they charge Batman. I was gonna say. Like, he was ready to go. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they punch here and then swing in with these three, and that's game. The first game the last game we played felt much closer. This we just got obliterated on, but admittedly I skipped like 2 turns. You got me. So we could have survived if I played the discard guy there, but I think if I did that, I don't know if we can win. Why did I just get 2,100 coins? I don't understand how the coin generation is working. So we burned the 2,000, went down to 100. We won 2 games, went up to 300. Or no, we won 1 game, went up to 200. Then we just got 1,100 coins. Or 2,100 coins. I keep saying the wrong number, so forgive me. I don't know how that worked. I don't think the login bonus resets and did that. I don't think. I am confused. So, Chad, I can imagine this game being one of my major games. I don't know how my streaming schedule will handle adding other games. I've talked about this before, where trying to squeeze in certain things with the schedule that I have is difficult, and there's a whole bunch of games that I want to play right now, among them. Do we risk the laugh it up again? I think we need to find other Arkham inmates, so I'm going to pitch these 3. We want to be able to play something with Clayface, like, right away. Which, this is important, because we're going to... Are we going first or second? I think we're going second. Meaning Clayface is kind of vulnerable, so we might... Yeah, we're not going to run Clayface out there. We'll play Clayface second. Ooh, double Clayface. I think we still go Mr. Freeze, though. The question is, do we play Clayface into Clayface, or is it Clayface Partners in Crime? I think it's Clayface Partners in Crime? There's a lot of people who are playing main deck Batarangs. And I don't think that's bad or wrong right now. This is also an Arkham inmate. So I'm hoping that Punch and Julie land in these 2 spots and not here, because I want to play the second Clayface there. Close, but not quite. This is fine. We can run Julie into something to clear her out, play Clayface, and then follow up with Punchline. Yeah, the Arkham inmate curve feels much better than the nonsense I was trying to do with the lanterns. I was focused so much on activating adrenaline, but I think this synergy is stronger, and then you just, okay, I'll get adrenaline naturally. I wonder if they're going to have cosmetics for the leaders. Like, have different artwork for the Joker or Batman or whatever. I've yet to see Green Arrow, so I have no idea what his trick arrows do. And they could get... Well, they could get a gold, but odds are they're picking one of the other 2 right now. I imagine the silver one, if it doesn't literally remove something, is pretty close. So this was incorrect sequencing. Because this, I presume, counts as an action. So this thing could be a 4-5. Alright, so it doesn't kill Clayface. I also can't keep Clayface alive in light of this guy unless the Joker... No! Absolutely not what we wanted to have happen. And Batman just clears our board. Ouchtown population us, bro. Alright, Embrace Madness. That's good. We kind of needed one more to land here, because this guy's going to grow out of control very quickly. Part of me says to hit him. But we're going to take our chances here. It might have been better to play the Embrace Madness so that everything in our deck, like, the earlier we play it, obviously, the better. Also, I don't know if this is the normal effect of the card or there are foil cards. You know what I mean? That is supremely problematic. I don't want to say we're out of it, because I don't know enough about the game yet, but, like, this doesn't seem good. Alright, well, at least that traded. Silver Lining. Alright, we do have Laugh It Up. Next turn, we'll get our gold. And we could... we can't Adrenaline. Could we? So we definitely want to advance our board. And I think we have to remove Lucius, just because otherwise he's killing Punchline for nothing. This, it means at least Punchline's going to do damage. I think we definitely want to advance Punchline. The question is, do we play this? I think we Embrace Madness, pitching the Laugh It Up. That way we can surprise with Adrenaline, because we'll play whatever the other card is and then do this. Due to the way the Joker and Harley work, we are kind of, well, because I haven't been activating this properly. If you activate it with an Arkham Inmate out, it gives you a charge, thereby essentially reducing the timer by 1. But it kind of feels like we have gap turns, where it's like we activate Harley, then we activate Joker, then we have a gap. Obviously, if we activate in the same turn, it then, you know, we'll have more gaps, but it's a more powerful turn. That's a big boy. That is Mr. Terrific. Okay. They have 1 body and 3 actions, because this guy has 1 base attack. Batman is now in range to be burned out, but they also have lethal on board. Never mind, Batman's not... They don't have lethal on board. What do we get? We get the signal Ambush. This character KOs a character. It attacks and... Oh, that's busted! That's so good! So this guy has first strike, essentially. He has evade. Oh my god, that guy is so good. Wait, why don't you have speed? This... Okay, so this feels like a bug. This feels like a bug. This should have... at least most card games would tell me this should have speed right now. And it doesn't. I don't know if that's intended or not. Because, like, I could have tagged something for 7. Either Batman. I would have hit Batman for 7. Which means that Batman is probably dead this turn, whereas now Batman probably lives. Actually, no. We could randomly hit him for 5. Okay, Batman now lives. because then they're going to crash in here. Oh my god, no they don't. Wow! Oh, that's one of the trick arrows? Which one is... That's the free one? Oh no, that can't be the free one. It's the silver one? Oh my god, that is so good. That is so good! Alright, we play a punchline. We've lost. That turn was just a blowout. Because I don't know how we deal with this guy. Other than... Well, I guess we can face check... No, we can't face check it. Put Batman at 1. So we could be at 3. I should have put punchline here, but I don't think it really matters. Like, all of this is going to happen anyway. Oh no, they don't take the damage from the evade. I forgot. I mean, we still take 10 here, but you don't take damage from evade when you punch into it, which is weird. Like, that's really weird. It's definitely going to trip me up a whole lot. So we could hypothetically get Batman out of hand. You know, if we draw a burn. But I don't know that we can get to Green Arrow quickly enough. Plus, these guys are hunters. So that means that they're just going to be going face. There's only 7 here, so they can't kill something right this second. Depending on what this arrow is. Like, the arrow could hypothetically just nuke me. The arrows seem insane. Like, those arrows seem way better than just randomly dealing 1 and then getting 2 attack. Unless there's just an enormous pool of arrows, so, like, say there's 20 arrows, so you may not get the good ones on average. But that, I don't like that as a balancing factor. Alright, we nuke the bat. Depending on... They have so many cards, so, like, there's no way that Cheetah survives. We do activate both of these next turn if Harley would survive, but there's no way. And unfortunately, this is not going to activate on these unless they buff them. And if they do, we could hypothetically just die. We could hypothetically just croak. No, that was expected. To be honest, I wouldn't have done that. They could just hunt through this. I don't know, I guess because I'm about to die. Oh no! That's pretty bad. And again, this is a dead card right now. So Harley's just a 5/6. But I mean, what else are we going to do? I can't attack anywhere with Joker. Because I'm just going to take damage that would cause me to take lethal next turn, so we pass. How weird is it that we need them to buff their guy? Just a little bit. Not too much. Just one more attack here so I can clear this idiot out.
I've got an arrow for every occasion.
Now, I bet you do have an arrow for every occasion. So that'll clear her out. Now that we have seen the arrows beta, yep, this is the closed beta right now. As far as I know, there's no ETA on when the open beta is happening, but I imagine it's not going to be too long. The game seems to pretty much be done. I imagine, because right now you can't buy anything. And I have to assume that's a significant reason of why you cannot, or they're not doing open beta yet. That's a ball game. GG. You got me. So we'll see how much we... Actually, wait, we did see how much we get for a loss. We had, what, 2,300 before? So we got nothing for that. I have no idea how this works. There has to be a quest system somewhere, but I don't know where that is, or how you would see it. See, like, these are the daily logins, which, again, I thought was only going to be 1 pack, but we had 5 somehow. We can't do the subscription yet, because, like, as I mentioned, you just literally can't buy anything. Everything uses this blue crystal currency, of which we have 0, and you can't acquire it right now, because that is disabled in this version. There will be this subscription for $10 a month. I can pretty much guarantee you I'm not going to do it. Not because I think it's a bad deal. I haven't thought about that at all. I just don't think I'm going to do it. They gave us these 2 packs as part of just getting started, as well as giving us a whole bunch of packs to start. We'll get 1 more now. Because there's nothing else to burn this currency on. Nick Necro. That's another guy that I think we were talking about yesterday. I wonder how much it's going to matter. Because it just feels like a lot of the game... Like, the game ends not long after you get... I'm deleting some of these decks. The game just kind of ends not too long after you hit your gold resource, if it isn't over before then. So these are the starter decks that I'm deleting. I didn't even look at them because... I didn't mean to do that. I didn't look at them because I don't care. I don't know DC, but the game looks good. I don't know DC really that well either. I know the big stuff. Batman, Superman, The Flash, that sort of thing. I mean, even Aquaman and Wonder Woman and, you know... I mean, I've recently been watching Harley Quinn with my wife, and we really like that show. If it's Batman related, I know more about it, but a lot of the other characters, I only know in passing, if that. There are tons of characters. When I did the pack opening yesterday, that video is going up tomorrow, I think. I did the pack opening, and a bunch of people in chat are like, oh, it's so cool, there's that guy, and I'm like, great, I have no idea who that guy is, like, at all. Those other decks were just annoying me. So what did we wanted to do Cyborg and somebody. I do like Green Arrow in this. Green Arrow's blue though, so this is a double blue deck. Which I don't know if there's enough deploys. So the entire premise on this build was I was trying to make Martian Manhunter good. Because he probably comes out as a... like an 8-9, which is with Hunter and Aura. And basically it's a million deploy guys. The thing is it might be better as something else and then use the blue card that lets you reactivate all the deploys. So like blue-red, for example. Let me look at that. We're going to do a new deck. We're going to do red-blue. That's orange. So we're definitely doing Batman. Batman's way too good. Oh no, actually, we probably want Batgirl rather than Batman. Because we can reactivate the deploys, and then we want... I keep clicking the wrong thing. And then we want red. So we only have 3 options here. I kind of want to go Wonder Woman because her ability seems really strong. It could preserve our guys, and the 4 attack is big. Although Aquaman is just seems bonkers, but maybe it's not the correct thing for this build. So we want deploys. We're definitely playing Lobo. Definitely Wildcat and definitely Steve Trevor. Probably going to play Crypto. So I'll take a moment to pause. The way the deck building for this works is you have to have 50-50 if you do 2 colors. So as you can see, I now added a blue card to the deck. So you can see the counter right below here. Is it's 7 red and 1 blue. So you have to have an even number, which is the deck building constraint. However, if you do a monocolor deck, so say I did just blue, then you could have 40 blue cards, which is what I'm doing with the Harley Joker deck. So this only works with Batman. Or at least I'm interpreting that as only Batman, because it's not like a Bat family thing. I don't know if I'm going to have enough gadgets for this. We've seen enough trick arrows that this could be busted. So how many things with shield do we have that are useful? The key is I need more bronze so that way I'm not, you know, completely getting hosed early game and I just can't do anything. We definitely want these. I almost forgot about those. Anything that charges your hero seems insane. Favor of the Gods seems good. I don't know if the shield stuff is worth it yet. You know, like focusing on shield, but it's possible. I feel like we're a little low on bronze right now. Batarang just seems super useful. I think I like Hidden more than Evade Hunter, but I'm not sure. And we need to look at a card draw build where it's just... Oh, Truth and Justice seems insane. Somebody played this against it because this affects your leaders as well. So it gives them +2/+2 permanently. It just seems busted. That's one of the cards where it's, oh, you have... cannot have decks at the same... Oh, God. I just want to get this other idea on the table. So we definitely want to do Cyborg. Do we Lex here? I kind of feel like we need to go red for charging stuff. What charge stuff do we have in other factions? red is really what we're looking at here, which kind of sucks because we... I mean, I guess that's fine. We're gonna go Wonder Woman again. So this is a draw. You definitely want you because you're a draw engine. Lobo. Draw. I don't know why this is getting filtered with draw. I mean, we're playing Bluebird because Bluebird... Whoop, we don't want Felicity. Bluebird is really good, so that's why we're playing it. I wonder if these count as draws. The creates. I have no idea why sustain... Like, that makes no sense as to why that would happen. On draw. Maybe the creates count as a draw, but that still seems really weird. Yeah, I don't know how... Oh, that's already all the reds. Uh-oh. That seems not good. That seems less than ideal, but I will have to mess around with this, and we'll try this out and see how it does. I get the sense this is not going to go well. Oh boy. Yeah, this feels like it's going to be a pile of junk. But that's why we're messing around with these ideas. Alright, chat, we're back. Alright, so we're going to try out the nonsense draw deck. We'll try the nonsense draw deck. This is one of those scenarios where, like, I could have done this offline, I could do it now, and just try and calculate, okay, well, what's the actual expected value of this? Like, really put a lot of effort into the deck building and theorizing and strategizing, but I think it's going to be more fun to just wing it. We'll just see. We'll lose some games. We'll take some terrible losses. Maybe we'll have some hilarious wins. Play it by ear. Oh, this is a silver. We're just looking for bronzes at this point. We'll draw into the other things. We're going second, which means we need Wonder Woman to try and help control... What the hell? I've never seen this before. Yeah, Poison Ivy leader, draw a card. Interesting. That could be pretty cool. Cyborg Poison Ivy, that would be kind of ironic. I would love to put Ma and Pa Kent on the board, but it's 100% going to die. So we're going to go Hunter. I hope that this... Yeah, it's going to track how many cards I've drawn. So next turn, we probably go Superman Robot into Ma and Pa Kent. Depending on whether we need to Super Strength. If we Super Strength, we possibly Business Venture then. That is obnoxious. The question has been traumatized. Such a weird sentence to say. Alright, Superman Robot. Ma and Pa Kent. Activate Wonder Woman. We can't attack there, we have to attack here. Because this guy has guard. So, taunt. Taunt is cheat. Is that still a meme anymore, chat? Is that still a thing? I haven't played Hearthstone in so long. And for what I feel is a good reason. Like I said earlier about Marvel Snap, people, and there are people who hang out in chat that really like Hearthstone. If you do, that's fine. I mentioned it earlier, I don't like a lot of Ben Brode's, and by extension his team's design decisions. They're not wrong. I mean, there's an argument that they're not bad. Oh boy. Wow, that is not good. It's like I know what they're going for, I just don't like those games, which is fine. Unfortunately, a lot of games that I enjoy appeal to a very small audience, so business-wise, they don't work out. At least not in the way you would hope. So this has guard. We can make you a 5/6 and eat it, which is probably what we're going to do. We could buff this, but I think this is better. Kapow. We're going to do this now. Cyborg is not active yet, but soon. So we can deal 5. I don't think Cyborg is going to function like a... We're going to wombo somebody out. You know, we're going to Cyborg them to death. But I guess it's possible. You know, like, we could hypothetically use it as a finisher, but I don't think we're going to Cyborg 2 or 3 times and kill them, sort of thing. The only way I could see that happening is if we are able to just conserve all of our charge our leader effects and then go late in the game, Cyborg you for 8, charge up the next turn, Cyborg you for 8 more, you're dead. Next turn, charge you up again, Cyborg you the other one, and finish the game out, sort of thing. Why do you have so many guards? Why do you have so many guards? That's bronze. Ugh, that's awkward. Alright, so we can deal 5 to something. Or we could, if we activate this, we play nothing else this turn, and then we nuke this, which I don't think is worth it. Could alternatively play, we're not going to play Mon Pocket, so we're just going to buff these guys. We kill you with this. Like, I think this thing's got to go. Does it? Does it matter? I mean, it matters, but... This actually screwed me up. If we could play 2 cards this turn, we'd be fine. I don't care about the Savage Vines. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't really matter. I think we wait on... Like, there's no need, pressing need to Cyborg right now, I don't believe. So I think we just do this. But now we can't play any cards. So we just nuke this guy. We're going to do it this way. We're gaining health less because of this, but we are profiting health via Mon Pa Kent. So the question is, do we... Wait, can I move them? No. Do I punch face? We're going to hit Luthor and then start representing a potential killer with Cyborg. So he can just straight up murder the Superman robot with his power. I don't know why this is still locked.
Time for a hostile takeover.
Some of the hero powers feel as though they need to be reevaluated. Like, they don't quite all seem in line. Which is fine that some of them are weaker or stronger, given that, you know, they are associated with a particular card pool. But, I don't know, some of them feel like they're a little bit weaker or stronger than the baseline. I need more time with it, though. So we finally lost Ma and Pa Kent. 7, 8. We can represent 8, so we need 6 more damage to kill him. I really thought these were free. I thought there was a card that makes these for. Oh, you know what it was? It was probably I played Lucius. No, I don't know if those. What? That seems not good. For me, anyway. This game looks cool. I really like it. I'm enjoying it so far. For a second, I thought I miscounted, and I'm like, oh god. So we do. This is not a. Ooh, this is pretty cool though. It's not a draw, which it shouldn't be, but it came up in the deck filter when I searched for draw, so that kind of threw me off. Maybe it's because this says draw on it, so it's filtering for the cards it can create too. We are very limited by our plays here. I wonder if this would... So I wanted red because we get Steve Trevor, this guy, and we also get a card that charges your leader twice, and I was operating under the assumption that we're all inning on Cyborg. But maybe this is better as green to just play a billion draw cards and use green to be able to play more, and then you Cyborg less overall, but you Cyborg for more each time, hypothetically. Brick. Wait, what the hell did you just do? Oh, wow. That's kind of scary. That's pretty scary. Let's see. That's not the card I wanted. Do we play Steve? Charge Cyborg? I keep clicking on the wrong thing.
May the gods grant us their favor.
This buys us a little more time. We might, heavy emphasis on might, get 2 activations out of Cyborg, but it's most likely that we do not. We probably only get 1 more. We do have a charge card here. If we hit a second one, then we will. I guess it's not impossible to get 2, but I'm not sure how we kill Ivy. Like, we can get Lex, assuming no heals, I think. I mean, we're doing 11. And we're going to draw it probably 2 more cards. Well, we draw 1, so it'll be 12. 2 more is just straight up lethal. Oh boy, that's not good. That's going to be a big boy. This is a much longer game than I've typically played. Most of them have been much quicker than this. Admittedly, I was playing aggro, but, you know. Yeah, business venture feels not great. So I think we just kill Lex here, right? Do we have any way to draw 2 other than that? The rest draw 1. I mean, we could do 2 plays that draw 1. So like this, and then play an investment, maybe? We could do this and trick arrow and maybe we get something. This feels like it's better. We'll see what trick arrow we get. That's not bad. We need to buy time so Cyborg doesn't croak. I think we have to start working on Ivy. Because we will be able to one-shot Lex next turn. And then it'll just be a race to see if we can activate Cyborg again. Because we have the one charge effect. Like, if Cyborg doesn't take any more damage, we could be okay. The problem is they have a gold guy, we know, because they tutored for it, and it has +3/+3. So they could potentially remove this guy trivially and then punch Cyborg in the face, and down goes Cyborg. Admittedly, if they do it in an incorrect sequence, we could possibly crypto to give us double block, but we need more multi-draw. This is not impressive. This, I think Bruce Wayne's much better because it gives you a blocker and gives you the investment right away. As opposed to play the investment, then we get 2 of these, and it's like, well, kind of who cares? It is a bronze version of Bat Computer, though, to a degree. It just requires multiple plays, which I think is just worse, even though Bat Computer comes online later. Like, you're not going to early game Cyborg, I don't think. Oh, that's not good. So if they play a blocker in front of Lex, we could be in trouble. Because we're going to go up to 13, 14, 15, which is going to be 1 shy of nuking him. No, we could get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can still get Lex out of combat. And Cyborg will have an evade charge. That is just annoying. Alright, so we got to do 16. So we need to... 13. Game. 14, 15. I can't get the card I'm looking for. There we go. No. 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 There's too many cards. I can't. All right, Bat Cycle. That was way more difficult than it needed to be. All right, so Cyborg is going to do 16 to Lex.
Time to crank things up.
Kablamo, get him. Get wrecked, nerd. That's right, I said Lex is a nerd. We Batarang here. Arrow. Activate.
May the gods grant
Punch
us their
face.
favor.
Game. So if we can ever activate Cyborg again, we're in good shape. But we're out of... We don't have any cards right now to charge him. There's at least 3 more, because there's a Trevor, the 2, charge 2 things. And yeah, I think I only have 1 Bat Cycle. Bat Cycle definitely is a 2 of in this, if we can get it. That just seems way too good. It buffs Cyborg, like his power, it protects him, and it charges. Can't ask for much more than that. You can't ask for much more than that. This deck, if this is a thing, I could see this being immensely frustrating to play against, where it's just like, what am I supposed to do? All they're doing is surviving, and then Cyborg eventually kills me. Like, how am I supposed to prevent that mass healing? I kind of like their idea, although I think Poison Ivy with this shell is Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy's purple. I don't think it should be double purple. It should be purple blue, and then play all the draw cards. But you know, it's just me saying things. All right, so this has probably got to go. You have 2 charges. Oh, there is a max hand size. Okay. All right, I see you. Wait, what is this, dude? After your opponent draws an action, Mr. Mind gets +3/+3. Deploy. Each player draws 2 cards. Huh, okay. This guy could just kill me, so we're gonna have to be a little careful about this. We can crypto here. The question is, do we crypto him again? If we Mon Pa Kent, I don't know that that's going to matter. They haven't represented any direct damage, but if I can't... Like, if Cyborg dies, we lose. I don't think there's any way for me to win if Cyborg dies. But we also... Like, the shield won't matter if I don't kill this guy. So we have to play Wildcat. And we just have to kind of hope. They just need to do 3 damage to Cyborg, and the game is effectively over, because I don't see any way that I can kill Ivy. They've actually drawn more cards than me, because this thing has sat on the board since turn 1. Real talk, Cyborg Ivy... If we had this thing... I wonder if I have this. I gotta go check. Sure. Remind me, chat. I gotta check this after the game, because Cyborg Ivy could be a thing. Like, they've drawn so many cards, and then we get access to Mr. Mind, which maybe is good? Brainiac Drone for... That's a free card draw. I have no idea why they did that. Like, Cyborg is the priority. That being said, I guess they have enough bodies. Because, like, Ivy and all the blue draw stuff, how much red draw stuff did we actually put in? I mean, there's this, which is kind of cool. I don't even know what I lost. Favor of the Gods. Show me a charge card. Not a charge card. If we draw a charge card, we just win on the spot. If we draw a charge card, we win on the spot. This makes a body, so we might as well do this. We didn't draw a charge card. Double shield guy, I guess? Or not double shield, but shield guy? We could Lobo instead, but he just dies. I guess it's Crypto.
May the gods grant us their favor.
We're gonna clear this out. Probably would have, like, I wasn't planning on doing it, so otherwise attack here, so it's only at 1 health. It doesn't really matter. So they only need to do 1 damage to Cyborg. If they have the 1 damage, we're in deep doo-doo, because I just don't know what our out is at that point. The question can hypothetically snipe this guy. They could also do something cute, like summon Savage Vines and then find a way to draw cards, because they only need to do 1. I assume there's no way to cleanse that, whatever the hell it's called, the poison thing. Why can't I scroll the... There we go. It wasn't letting me scroll for a second. This was like 1,000 turns ago. 2 damage a turn, I think it did like 15 damage. No! Wait, what? Why didn't you do that here?
Time to start branching.
That's not damage. Unless this game functions differently, that's not damage. I mean, if they draw a card here, it doesn't matter. Yep, okay. Okay, fair. 1 turn, chat, and we had him. 1 turn and we had him, but Cyborg goes down. Brutal. So close. How many activations did we get out of that? As far as I know, there's no replay, so I don't know. I also can't remove anything, so we might just be dead this turn. Oh, I don't get to choose this? This is random? Oh, that's super obnoxious. I mean, it says random on it, but, like, that's frustrating. Because it's a random, and it could be the leader. That's not good. I'm not surprised that Lobo is a random effect, but I didn't read this closely enough. I just saw, put a secret bounty on an enemy. This is how much I hate the word random, chat. My brain actively filters it out. Game, you got me. You got me. I think I waited too long. I think we activated... So we activated Cyborg, I think, 3 times, and we almost got a 4th. But if you... Because we died, we can reasonably expect to get probably 3 activations normally. So let's go see if we have that Ivy card. We don't. That is unfortunate. I mean, blue we're obviously playing. The thing is that the Ivy card just can come down so early that you could hypothetically just protect it. The Brainiac drones are kind of cute. Omega Beams, like, I think I do want to switch to purple. I think we do want to switch to... I don't know why I got out of there. Wonder Woman's fine. So we go Ivy. Oh yeah, I forgot we get Brainiac. Like, that's a lot of golds, though. That's 8 golds. That being said, we draw a lot of cards, so maybe we're okay. This guy seems good. I don't know about the discard thing they were playing. This is just removal. This buys time. Can't have more than 40 cards. What? Oh, it didn't take out the red cards. That feels like the deck editor should figure that out. I guess it doesn't remove it. Okay, so you don't want to remove it immediately, because what if I'm just swapping to another red leader? But you absolutely, when I put in a purple one, should remove it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's reasonable to not do that. This thing was super annoying. Poison Kiss seemed good. We'll play her. This is disruptive. What do these guys do? Kind of want to play Dark Side. But again, we don't need more golds. We need more bronze and cheaper cards, I think. Oh, wow. We're really low on bronzes. Yeah, we have to play bronzes. This guy might not be bad, because again, just stalling for time. We need to buy time. This is a direct damage. Hugo Strange might be worth it, but that's still a very... like, normally I'm playing 19 or 20. We do have a lot of Enters Play stuff that'll help us stay alive, hypothetically. And our golds do create options. I don't know, we'll try this. That's unfortunate, because the deck seemed like it was working so well, and then it's like, oh, well... it was a bot. Womp wah. That's a lot of golds. That is less golds, but still too many golds. This guy's an Archimedes. Who the hell is Prometheus? This is what I'm talking about when I say I don't know who anyone is. I haven't seen Black Adam too much. And by too much, I mean, like, at all. Wait, is this card? Oh, that card's free! Oh, that changes so much. That changes so many things. I thought that card was bronze. I also should have played Harvey instead. That was stupid. That was stupid. Because we need to be able to protect the Savage Vines next turn. I thought the mace was bronze. Okay, so the Hawk people stuff might be a thing.
May the gods grant us
Hawk people might be a thing. Alright, we need to just find a way to stay alive, because our hero powers don't really affect the board. I mean, clearly, Cyborg can, and to a degree, by creating a body, Ivy does, but... I wonder if Ivy prioritizes certain spots, or is it completely random?
Out.
It seems like it's completely random, which is a little annoying. This is why we needed the Protect guy, because now this is exposed. And, like, that doesn't do anything for protecting him. Because this is only a 2 health body. They may prioritize the other ones, but I have to imagine they're going to kill this. It's like, it's a higher attack target, actual higher attack. It represents damage, direct damage, you know, it's too obvious of a target. So we can Sonic Cannon something, or Speedy. What? Haven't seen this guy before. We probably can't let him stay. They only have 1 card in hand, so this is okay. It's not great. And this guy having a billion attacks soon is going to be spooky, scary skeleton time. So we're doing it this way to put a healthy body in front so that they can't run her in. Oh no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So they're going to be able to get in with Adam for 10. Which is problematic. Because this guy was silver. Which we needed to, like, we had to remove this guy anyway, so, like, we were kind of screwed there no matter what. We may not get to activate Cyborg this time. And it may come down to, because of the misplay I made with playing the Protect guy first, because we couldn't protect things. Like, if we still had that guy, they wouldn't have been able to get through as trivially as they did. I think it would have sequenced differently, but maybe not. Maybe it would have ended up in this board state anyway. So they run you in, and then they tag Cyborg for 10? 14? Well, 12, probably. No, this'll live now. They might do this and just not take any damage. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. Yep. Because I have to target this with Harvey anyway, so now we take 14. Oh no, this needs 10. Never mind. For some reason, I thought it was 4. Deals 4 and then 2 to adjacents. Okay, well that changes math drastically. Kapow. I think the other one only does 1. I feel like we kind of have to kill Black Adam first.
Branding out.
We're only dealing 5 right now. This feels kind of anemic. We will have our golds online next turn, though, but we're only playing, like, 1 card a turn. We are able to remove whatever big dummy they play next. Like Swamp Thing, that's a big dummy. Reach enemy recruit. Wait, what? 4, 6, 8. How is he so big? Oh, because they must have got him off of the thing that's +3/+3. That's why. Okay. That makes sense. We're gonna nuke him. Omega beams! Pew pew pew. This does 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We can only get 16, unless I'm miscounting. That's 5, 11... Oh, well, okay. GG, we got there. That wasn't bad. There's definitely improvements to this deck. This deck definitely needs work, but we don't have the Ivy card. I assume that there's going to be other character-specific cards that we just can't see. We'll have to see. My understanding is that there is going to be crafting, but we don't know what it looks like yet. And at first, as I mentioned at the top of the stream, I wasn't sure what the acquisition was going to be in this particular beta, since you can't buy stuff, real money buy stuff. You can get, and again, I'm not sure how I got that big boost midstream or the influx of coins, which ultimately yielded 1 pack, but we also got 5 packs when I first logged in, so I'm not sure if the daily reward is it's not slightly accurate. Like, this looks like 1 pack to me, but I logged into 5, and I don't know where those other ones came from. So I'm not 100% sure. But either way, I'll be honest, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm definitely playing this offline. If you're interested in more DC Dual Force stuff, and you're interested in me doing more DC Dual Force stuff, let me know down in the comments. Hit me up in Discord. Of course, there's likes and subscribes on this video, and the live stream where this was happening first. My primary streaming platform is Twitch, but I do sometimes stream on YouTube. So, notification bell, all that kind of stuff. But that's going to do it for now. I have another stream to prepare for later tonight. So as always, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And Black Lives Matter.